caring, a lady full of love, a sweet and gentle soul, like an angel from above, uplifting and inspiring people, making dreams come true. A grateful nation says kudos to you. Doing good in your neighborhood, touching lives like you know you should. Doing good in your neighborhood each and every day. The Susan Show.
It was her first day of school. She was only 3 years old. Her brother dropped her off and told her he would return. At lunchtime, she waited for him, but he didn't come. Tired and hungry, she walked to the gate and out of the school. Her family never saw her again. 60 years later, she came searching.
Patricia Patterson walked out of her early childhood school when she was only 3 years old and became separated from her family. This is her story.
Good day, how are you?
Good day, Auntie Susan. I'm fine, thank you.
Tell us your name.
I'm Patricia Patterson.
And Miss Patterson, who are you looking for today?
I'm looking for my two-sided family.
What's happening there? Why you don't know two sides of family now?
Well, when I was 3, I went to school and I tried to go back home, but I was lost. I couldn't. And from there, I missed up
When
with
you
my
were
fa-
3?
Yeah.
So nobody never carried to school and bring you back?
I think my brother carried me to school, but when they're to come for me, I was there looking, and nobody come. And I was trying to find my way home.
So you
And
walk
there-
out of the school?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
From there, I didn't.
So
Find
who
no
took
one.
you? Who?
A lady found me on the road,
Uh-huh.
and she raised me.
So she didn't take you to the police station or anything?
Yeah, she take me, but the police say if anybody turn up, they will contact her, but they didn't.
Where was this, ma'am?
I think it's in Jonestown or Trenchtown. 'Cause the lady did,
So
did
you
live
remember
there.
which school that was that you went to the
No,
school?
no.
Oh my gosh. So where the lady take you and grow you now? Where that lady live?
I think she live in Trenchtown.
Wow. And you remember having a bigger brother?
Yes, I remember, because he's the one who carried me to school.
How old would they have been?
It's about 13, 14.
13, 14
Yeah.
years old.
And I remember that my father was a tall man, brown, and my mother was short. And when I was leaving to school, she was pregnant, and she had another child in her hand.
So there are several children. And your name was Patricia Patterson?
No, I'm married named Patterson.
What was your name?
Just Patsy.
They called you Patsy?
Yeah, because the name was on my clothes
Yes.
from school.
So you had a birth certificate?
No.
So you're still married now?
No, he's deceased.
When was that?
3 years back.
So what is on them name?
Chris and Paul.
And they take care of you?
Yeah.
I can't imagine a 3-year-old being all alone in the world. Why now? Why do you want to find the relatives
Well,
now?
I need a birth certificate. Anyone that know me or know my family, please, I'm trying to get in touch with any side of my family.
It's our Caribbean Connections reunion series, and it's the story of Patricia Patterson, who came to find her mother and father and any other relative that there may be out there. Now with me is a brother and a sister. And your name is, ma'am?
Jacqueline Scott.
Answer.
Prince Brown.
All right, and you guys have been missing this young lady how long now?
Many years now. I forgot the count, but I know it's over 40 years.
Well, maybe over 50 years is more like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Time does fly.
But tell me what you remember, Prince.
Well, I remember way back when that day when she missing.
Yes.
When my brothers came home and tell mom that Pat cannot be found. Wow, that was a devastating sound to my mother. When we rushed to go to the school,
Yes.
I remember clearly, teacher told us that the person who came for her, she knew her pretty good, because she never hesitated to run to her. From that day, we haven't seen her again. Her 2 other brothers were over by the bigger part of school, while she were at the smaller part of school.
So 2 other children were there.
Yes, I have 2 other bigger brothers.
Who took her to school that day?
Those 2 brothers,
Which would have been
Paul and Peter.
You said Paul was a student at the school?
No, she was at the infant.
Right.
He was at the primary, just across the road.
Oh, so they're on different sides
Side
of the road. I was
yes.
trying to figure out what was going on. So he dropped her off. How old
Yes.
would he have been at that time?
Probably about 8, 9 years old.
Right. And she would have been
3.
3 years old.
Yeah.
So it was her first day of school?
Yes.
So why didn't mommy take her?
I don't know.
Why she didn't take her? Because they were big enough, could do that.
Okay.
So she trusts them, and then she reached school quite okay.
Right, right.
But when they went to collect her now, that's where the surprise come in.
Right.
Teacher told her a lady took her already.
Why would she go into a stranger's arms?
That means
That's
she
very
did-
strange.
She know that person. Cause I remember from that in my mind all these years. Teacher told us she run to the lady when the lady see her.
That's contrary to the story she told her.
All right. And then there were so many people always asking, Miss Mabel, beg a little girl, you know? Because she have a hairstyle that nobody did nothing to it. She just grew with that hairstyle. She just have a round face, cool complexion, cool black complexion. She, you know, was the first girl for our father.
Right.
My mom have 6 children, I recall, for
With that gentleman.
which is come to be our husband.
Right.
We call him Kaka.
Uh-huh.
I can tell you too, he was a sweet man
Okay.
as a stepfather.
Right.
I didn't have no problem with him.
So he took care of all of you?
Very, very, very much. Sometimes when I hear my mom talk to him, I have to say, Kaka, why my mama body up so? He said, "Cha, I peer him out that. Look more different thing." Honestly, that man, I make me grew up to be a man what I am now.
Wow. What's his name?
Noel Scott,
Ah.
properly known as Kaka.
And what's your mommy's name?
Mabel McDermott,
Right.
married name Scott. That man showed me some things in our life.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was so different.
Back to the baby now. When that little child came into the home, how did you all accept her?
She was the first girl, no, apart from my big sister, was out of the picture. Cool complexion.
Hard, and she still has that cool, dark complexion.
Oh, wow, I seen her, man. She
Yes.
was so nice. With bow legs.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
We never forgot about her.
Yes.
We always lament. And that she made my mother go down in a state that she never recover from that.
What does that mean?
She take up drinking. When I said she never go on the road and
Right.
drink, but she buy her liquor and come in at the house and pressure take her, and she pressure her husband about it too. Because he's a man of few words.
Yes,
No
yes.
matter what going on, he never too talk.
So what are some of the things she would say then?
He know about it.
That he knew? Why would she say
I
that?
don't know. She said, "One of you."
About girlfriend. Okay. I think the fact also that the teacher told you that the lady was familiar to the child,
Exactly. 'Cause
which we're hearing another story now.
a child wouldn't run to a person who she don't know, just like that.
Could that have been a fabrication though?
From the teacher?
Yes.
Well, the teacher would up to with what the lady do.
Not necessarily. She just needed an excuse
To
because the
say-
child is missing.
Okay.
Right. What did you hear? Because you were born after this incident.
My brothers would say, I have a sister, she looked just like you. And she went missing. I said, how come? He said, my bigger brother Paul took her to school. But when he went back for her, he could not find her.
Yes.
And they were searching. Nobody knew where she is. So that's all I knew. I don't have a picture of her.
So you saw your mom drinking as well.
She was here with us and she smoked. She took up smoking and drinking.
Wow.
She went abroad. Yeah, she was over there for a while.
With your dad?
No, my dad was here.
So they separated
No,
or
She just left.
she was
She
okay?
just- yeah.
She got a visa and,
And she
I'm
just-
out of here. So how long was she out of Jamaica for? Did she come back?
A very long time.
She
Yeah,
didn't-
she did come back. A brother that died, she come down for his funeral. He was a police and he's sick. So she come back probably about 3 times after. The last time she came and went back, she took sick. And she died over there.
How long ago was that?
She died about 1999.
And she died not knowing where her child had gone.
She not knowing where her child had gone.
If she was dead or alive.
No, because she always said that she heard stories that Patricia was traveling back and forth.
Meaning?
Like Patricia go to the
Went
States.
abroad? Okay.
So I said, we don't know about that.
Something you revealed to me the other day when I met with you is that there is some recollection of her family because one of her sons is called Paul, the same brother.
Yes, the same brother who took her to
school that day.
His name is Paul.
And I'm going to ask her about it. I'm going to ask her why she named her son Paul. What are you expecting today?
That we're able to reunite, just look at her, ask no question, just hug each other.
Yes. All right. So we're going to talk to your other brother.
Robert.
Right. And then we're going to call Paul before bringing her down.
Coming up,
The community in which she grew up
It was just across.
was
from
less
Rima.
than a kilometer away.
Yeah, just across from Rima.
She'll give love. She's got so much love.
And we're continuing the story of Patricia Patterson, who came to find her family. Now we have another brother, and his name is Robert Scott. How are you, Mr. Scott?
I'm fine, God has been good.
Right. You seem to be the talkative one in this family. You're the spokesman, sir?
Not really, no. I wasn't appointed.
All right. Where do you fall in the 11 children?
Between my mother and father,
Uh-huh.
I am the third down the line. I was at the side there, holding my mother's hand when she said she was leaving for school. As we grew up, my mother told me that we have a sister named Patricia.
Yes.
That the first day she went to school, Shetola Park, but she don't know what really happened. But either somebody come and take her, she never come home.
Right.
A lady that go us up, she heard, and she was saying that the story sound familiar. Up to this day, my mother, she heard very bad. She started develop like high blood pressure, you know, worrying over it, because she lose her daughter. Yeah, and all of us was close. All of us, we grew up together, close.
Where were you guys living at the time when she went
Alright.
missing?
We were living at Tuvaris Crescent,
Yeah.
age 28 Tuvaris Crescent,
Where's that?
in Rima.
So when did you move out of there?
First Saturday in January 78.
So both mom and dad moved to Waterford?
Yes.
The community in which she grew up
Yes,
was
from
less
Rima.
than a kilometer away.
Yeah, just across from Rima.
The story of the woman walking in and taking the child. It's very weird that you would take a child who lives in the area. You would be scared that someone would see the child or know the child.
Kathleen Gray is a family friend who helped out with the children when their mother was away. She recalls that fateful day.
What happened? It was our first day at school. All dressed up in our blue and white uniforms, our red ribbons in our hair, looking so pretty.
Yes.
Our brother took us to school. Two brothers were in school at the time. They were Shetola Park Primary. And this basic school was St. John's Basic School of Park from Shetola Park Primary. So it was actually a feeder school to Shetola Park.
Uh-huh.
So our brother took us to school in the morning, Monday morning, and then in the afternoon, she came back with news that they can't find her. So our mother went searching, and she searched and she did not find her, so she went and reported to the station.
After the incident, did the mother change?
Oh my God, she was so devastated. And there was never a day that we don't talk about her. She was this pretty little black girl with full eyes, very frisky, very bright, very jovial, sweet little girl. My husband, she used to tell me that, you know, I don't love you. He's like, I love her, so that's okay, we still love you. She was that sweet little girl.
Yes.
It never stayed all about, but our mother, she did not get over that.
So when you heard that this young lady is on TV now looking for a family,
The argument that she had, I said, hold on. This sounds unusual. What is this? Because she was saying where she was living. She don't show where she got to school, what the place name. she didn't show up her parents' name. But then what it means is that she said her brother took her to school and he didn't come back. He actually went back, but he didn't find her. And then they search and still between the both brothers decide to go and let the mother know that she's missing. I'm hoping that this is for real, that this family can be reunited.
Yes, take care now.
We were anxious to speak with Paul, the brother who took Patricia to school that day.
All right, so tell us your name, please.
Anthony Paul Scott.
And Mr. Scott, you heard about something that happened in Jamaica recently. Tell me what you heard.
Well, I heard that I would say my sister turned up on your show, and it was so surprising for me because we looking for her for so many years. And she just pop up, really appreciate that.
We understand you were the brother that dropped her off at school.
Yes.
Tell me what happened that day.
I take her to school, and I have her lunch money. And I told her, I said, don't leave your classroom until when I get there, because I have your lunch money. I went back to her classroom at lunchtime to take her to buy her lunch. I'm going to find her. And I went to my bigger brother to find him. We were going to Shuttle Park at the time. And I went get my brother, and we were looking for her, trying to find her.
And this is from lunchtime, you're looking for her? What grade were you in?
I don't quite remember if it was like the 6th grade.
You said both of you started looking for her, and then what?
Couldn't find her. And we went home and told my mother, and that wasn't a good news.
How did she take it?
She take it very bad.
Mm-hmm.
My mother started to smoke. Never see her smoke, and she started to smoke. After that, my mother went to the police station, back and forth. She said she tried to put it over on the paper. But I think at that time, the paper was on strike.
What?
So there's no communication, nothing. Yeah, and she take it to heart.
So what about your dad?
My mother, she was saying that I think he sold her.
What do you think about all of this now?
Well, be honest with you, it's like that the Lord has opened up the heaven and said, welcome back home.
Wow.
When I saw her, I said, yeah, this is her.
All right, so we're going to bring her in now and call you back in a few minutes.
We spoke to Patricia just minutes away from the reunion she anticipated for almost 60 years.
Miss Patricia, may I say a bow leg? Yeah, bow leg for sure?
Yeah.
Because somebody tell me so when they lick it, you'd have like a bow leg. What were you expecting when you came to the Susan show?
Well, I wasn't expecting much, but a little.
A little?
Yes. Even one of the family, at least.
What family member?
Yes. I don't think my mother is still alive, nor my father.
Yes.
But even my sister or a brother.
Recall that story again about the lady. What can you remember?
I think it's my brother. He came to school. I think it was lunchtime and children going home.
Right.
And I didn't see anybody come for me.
Right.
So I leave out the school trying to find my home. Is there I got lost.
Since you've been on the show, you're remembering a little bit more, man. you're really trying hard to remember what
yes.
that day was like.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was lunchtime. What did you do?
Well, I go on the road trying to find home, but I didn't find my way.
You were hungry. Yeah, because everybody is going to buy cheese sticks and sky juice or whatever they was buying at that time. And you were hungry. So you wandered out of the school.
Yes,
you remember
on
going onto the road? And then what happened?
This lady found me, and then she took me to the station.
She took you to the police station?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And I know that she talked to the police there.
Right.
And she said that the police said that to carry me home.
Right.
And if a family turn up, the police will
contact her.
Yeah.
Right. So I gather since you are here,
nobody
no one came to find you.
No. She was living in the Trenchtown area, I think.
Trenchtown area.
Yeah.
And you can't recall the school that you went to? You don't recall the color of the uniform or anything like that?
No.
Wow.
But I know that the name tag was on
And
The
what did that
clothes.
name tag say?
Patsy.
It said Patsy. So how you got the Patterson?
I got married.
You got
named
married. So what was your
Patterson.
name before Patterson?
Well, our pastor just gave me the name Markland. I didn't register into it.
So you're Patricia Markland?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's so much name you have.
But I didn't register into it either.
Uh-huh, right. And you had 2 sons?
Yes, I have 2 sons,
What were their names?
Paul and Christopher.
You remember anything about your brothers? You remember their name or anything?
No.
This house that we are at is a family member's home.
Okay.
Yes, and we wanted to take you here. Normally we take persons to the studio, but we wanted to take you somewhere where you can say, okay, I can come back over here just in case.
Yeah.
Right? So we actually found family members as you would
Sister.
have wanted.
Brother?
Sister, brother, I don't know if it's a sister or brother. I just know they have some information for
Okay.
you. All right, so you ready? Because you've been waiting.
Yeah.
And then you did call. And then when them call, then we couldn't find
Find
you,
them.
your phone lost. And then we have to try and find, no, you were missing. You come to look for missing people and then you
Yeah.
showed up missing. So we had to go on TV looking
And
for
I get
you.
4 calls that night.
I'll tell you.
And in the day, I get about a dozen. Hi, Patsy, I used to on TV. Auntie Susan want to contact you. Why don't you listen to your TV?
All right, so you ready? Ready?
Yes.
Ready. All right.
When we come back,
I haven't known many years. This have cost us. Oh, Jesus.
She'll give love. She's got so much love.
it was the moment the family had been waiting for almost 60 years.
Oh my God. All of this is my family. Oh Lord.
According to your big brother, it was indeed lunchtime that you left the school to go and find something to eat. You did wander off. So when you wandered out of the school, that brother is living abroad. And he remembers every single thing. This brother is Prince. He's a bigger brother than that brother. That's your little sister, Jackie. And she does remember because she was born after you were missing.
Okay,
And
I know
over
that.
there
I think my mother
is-
was pregnant.
Your mother was pregnant,
That
but
time.
not with her. Not with her. It
And
might
I-
have been with that one over there,
Okay.
Mr. Robert.
And she did have one into her
She
eye.
had one into her hand.
Yeah.
I wonder who she had in her hand. Is you, Robert?
I was that.
You may know say you man. And look at you big and trapped in and about it now, man. All right. Does everyone want to see who we are talking to? Jackie, you can open your eyes. Prince, you can open your eyes. She's right here.
And so sad night here. And finally see you.
I'm here now.
Jesus, when my eyes are not so clear. Wow, Mama, where are you, Mama? Wherever you are, we are seeing my Mama. You grieve for this girl. We all grieve for her, and here, finally, she's here. Mother God, you know so long we have been waiting for you. Take we so many, many years until we finally meet. Oh God. If you know what my mother go through, girl, you wouldn't know. Well, finally, God is good. We are alive still.
Yes.
All right, you ready for the little brother now? Not so little doing. I have to tell you, not so little at all. Let me tell you, not little at all.
Welcome home once again for the concert.
I think the girls got the short.
We haven't known many years. This have cost us. Oh, Jesus. Never know to riches. Oh, when my eyes are not so clear, but live to see it. My mother grieved on many nights, my sister. God, He knows. Wherever she is now, she knows she smile and feel good. We didn't run from her, we didn't hide. Nothing done before the time. Glad to see it. I can live to see you in flesh. Although I'm not seeing you clearly,
Yeah.
welcome home.
Coming up.
Patricia Scott, how are you?
That is your name.
Patricia Scott.
Your name is Scott.
She'll give love. She's got so much love.
Patricia Patterson has been reunited with 3 of her siblings. Anthony Paul Scott is the brother who had taken her to school the day she went missing, and he was anxious to speak with her.
Okay, Mr. Scott, you see her? Who she look like?
Like a mother.
She look like her mother. She don't look like you.
Yeah, she do too.
She has your cool dark complexion. She is the long lost sister.
You know what I must say? The prodigal daughter returned home.
The prodigal daughter returned home.
Yes.
And she did in fact confirm that it was lunchtime.
Okay, yeah.
It was lunchtime. Everybody else was getting them cheese sticks and Kisco. And she don't get no cheese sticks and Kisco.
Yeah.
Because you didn't come with her lunch money yet. So she gone on the road, gonna find food.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Open your eyes. That's your brother.
I am my brother.
How are you?
And thank you.
Patricia Scott, how are you?
That is your name.
Patricia Scott.
Your name is Scott, your father's name.
Noel Scott.
And her mommy's name?
Mabel Scott.
Noel Scott and Mabel Scott. So you see how much information you have now? 10 brother and sister must go on the birth certificate when you get to know. I don't know all the 10 brother and sister come on the birth certificate. But your mother had 11 children, including you.
Okay.
But some have passed on, who passed away.
My brother.
3 passed away.
So please put him to rest because he's worried about leaving you at school, and tell him that nobody came and captured you out of the school. Tell him what you did because you
I
were,
walked out.
she walked out of the school on her own. Nobody came and took her. She didn't see a familiar lady and all of them drama.
I was looking and nobody came. So I
Right.
was trying to find my way back home.
So where did you go when you wandered out?
On the road.
You just go on the road
Yeah.
and then
A lady find me.
and
She carried me to the
she
station
took her
first.
to the police station.
Yeah. And the police said to carry me home. And if anybody turn up, he will contact her.
What's your son's name? I hear you got married and everything.
Yes. I got married.
And your
He's
son's name
deceased
is?
now. And my son's name Paul and Chris.
So let me
So
ask
I
you.
have 2 sons, 2 grandsons, and a granddaughter on the way.
What? So let me ask you something, Patricia. Why you naming Paul again?
I just like the name Paul.
You like the name Paul?
Paul, yes. Like it into the Bible,
Okay.
one of the apostles.
You know what that brother name?
No?
What do you think his name?
Paul?
So somewhere in the back of your tiny little mind, you remember the name Paul, or you just love the name Paul, and you don't know why you love the name Paul. So the same brother, who's the last person to have seen you, his name is Paul, and the name is etched in your mind. Tell her how your mom and dad were feeling all these years.
Devastated. My mom took it very, very hard.
Yes.
My stepfather, he didn't show emotion, but my mom take it very, very, very hard. She started to drink and all those kind of things. And she never get over it. As we would say, kill her dead. Kaka know about it. That's what we call her stepfather.
Your mother,
Yes.
they said she started drinking.
Yes.
Smoking. She's never smoked in her life.
Yeah. She
And
took it hard, man. She took it very hard.
She left and went to America. And she passed away there.
I'm quiet, man. I say never know no mother, no father, no brother, no sister.
Oh my!
No, I'm saying didn't know.
And then to come and lose a child.
No relative from that side. This thing named the Color or something like that was killing out a whole
Back in those
days of district, and him find himself grew up in a home. Turn a young man now. This man live in Barbican named Sabak. You know, them people take somebody, take them out of the home and keep him out there.
Right. Our foster care.
Yeah, our garden or what they would keep. And get good treatment. I remember that man come when mango time. Everybody look forward to us. So he never, no sister, no brother, no relative at all.
I'm just glad that we get to meet her and she's alive.
Yes.
Just looking forward to know my nephews. It's a good feeling.
I was the one who always go and look the almond tree leaf. Yes, because my mother, she always cry for her headache. So she always say, Peter, go get some leaf for me. Take it to her and she tear up her head.
Stressed out.
My father's never beat me. But my mother, no.
Murderation.
Oh, we have to take the belts and throw them through the window. Fall downstairs and we throw the belt them through the window. When you're ready for beat, you can't find the belt. Yeah.
But you love to see the pot cover.
Yes,
Oh
man.
my gosh.
Anything she catches that to get in. But she was a wonderful lady, though. Yeah, man.
Miss all of that.
Yes, man.
Where in Portmore you ended up, because they're in Portmore from 1978.
Yeah, Bridgeport.
When you came to
The
Portmore.
lady daughter was living there. She did bought her house, but she'd have to move because she couldn't pay the mortgage. Yeah.
So Patricia, what do you want to say? The final word is yours.
Well, I thank God that I find him all these years without a family. I can say God is good. Yes, that I find them before my eyes closed. That I'm really thank God for. I'm sorry that I didn't see my mom and my dad.
All right. Thank you very much,
Thank you,
Patricia,
Susan.
for coming and answering and responding in such a timely manner. I was joking with Patricia that you guys were missing. Then she went missing because we couldn't find her. Her phone was missing. So we had to put it out on the air to find her again. And so we did. We thank God for that. And we thank God for you, Patricia.
Thank you.
This is indeed a miracle after
it
so
has
long. Yes. You didn't find mommy and daddy, but they have pictures to show and stories to tell you.
Yes.
Yes. And everybody's had children, and so peer cousin and grandchildren and everyone, all of that things. All right, so thanks again.
Thank you, TheSusan.
Remember to keep doing good in your neighborhood.
Thanks for watching The Susan Show. See you next time.
Please like, subscribe, turn on post notification to see videos as soon as they're uploaded.